Welcoming Dexter Filkins.
I'm still blushing. I think I'd rather be shot at. Before I came, I was thinking, how can I convey, the Iraqi reality? For me, it's kind of my experience. And I thought Iraq is kind of fundamentally two things, for somebody like me on the ground. It's very, very dangerous. It's a terribly fractured place. And it's very ambiguous. It's very confusing. It's really, really hard to figure out. And how can I tell that in one story? And I just thought of one as I was sitting here. I've been in the Middle East a long time, and I've covered the Afghan War, been to Israel. But I don't speak Arabic, and that's usually not a problem. We've got some wonderful translators that work with us, and they're very good, and we trust them. But sometimes it is a problem. And I remember once I was in Iraq, this was about 2 years ago, and there was a sheikh. I think his name was Ahmed Tulemi or something, but Sheikh Ahmed. He was a Sunni guy, and kind of uncertain allegiance, and mysterious, like a lot of them. They kind of sing one song to the Americans and then kind of are doing stuff after dark. And so I thought it would be a good idea to go talk to Sheikh Ahmed. And so I got my best translator, a guy named Wazir Jah, who's a Kurdish guy, and wonderful guy, perfect English, perfect Arabic. Looks like Clint Eastwood, kind of with a cigarette always banging, former guerrilla fighter with the Peshmerga. And I said, Joff, let's go see Sheikh Ahmed. So we sat down with Sheikh Ahmed at his house, and he brought out the tea and the sweets, and before I could ask a question, Joff and Sheikh Ahmed started talking in Arabic. We had this long conversation. And I was getting a little impatient, and I was saying, Joff, and Joff was saying, hang on a minute. And at one point the conversation got very heated, and then finally Joff said, okay, ask a question. So Sheikh Ahmed and I had a wonderful talk, and it lasted about an hour, and then he brought out more tea and more sweets and the whole thing. And on the way back in the car, I was sort of sitting in the passenger side, and Joff was right here. And I said, Joff, what were you talking about with Sheikh Ahmed there for so long? It was very frustrating. And Joff said, he wanted to kidnap you. And he said, we could make a lot of money from this guy. We could take him, $1 million for you, $1 million for me. And fortunately for me, the Joff tribe is Kurdistan's largest tribe, and Joff's father actually led the tribe. And Joff said, listen, my tribe is way bigger than your tribe, and my friend here, so if you try anything like that, and the sheikh said, okay, no problem. I was just, and he had to kiss me on the cheek, when I left. Anyways,